Yeah, so I'm at the transit center. On my way home, I just left the airport for a job interview in which I'm freaking out. I don't know why, I don't have a reason to. Just my nerves got really, really bad with this interview today. My eye was twitching, palms were sweating, everything else for no reason. Started to have a panic attack, and I'm a bit disappointed in myself because I don't understand why I am the way that I am. I think this is a good day to record a video, with it being the last day of September, and which is Mental Health Awareness Month. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's a good time to kind of tell my story. And with my other videos, I really honestly don't watch them after I shoot them. I just shoot them and post them. So I don't think I've spoke too much about my mental illness, but I do suffer from anxiety, depression, and also social anxiety. I've been working on and off for years now because it always seems, so that doesn't seem, what happens is that I get a job and then something triggers me, and I end up having a manic episode and end up quitting the job. So even getting a job is very hard because the interviewing process, I'm extremely claustrophobic. So being in a room with a person I don't know and having just a simple conversation with them isn't easy for me to do at all. So today, I mean, and I have to say, I'm proud of myself. I've been on two interviews, got a job, just signed an offer, which I'm grateful for. I had another interview Monday, but that was canceled, so she said she's gonna call me back, never did. I called her and rescheduled it for tomorrow. I had an interview with Kohl's and I ended up not getting the job, which is fine. It was a phone interview. And with that phone interview, I thought I had it. Every single time I think I have it, I'm confident I got the job. I end up not getting it. So, I mean, that's fine. But this morning I coached myself, what I was going to say for this interview today. And I thought I was all prepared. I'm all ready for the questions of asking me, what's your work experience? Why do you think you're good for the job? Yada, yada, yada. I practiced over and over again, thought I was ready, but came in, this guy was just relaxed, and he's like, oh, what do you want to do with your life? What type of business do you want to own? All these questions. I'm like, oh, well, I'm not prepared to answer all this. The bus is coming. I'll finish this later. So yeah, I've made it to the park. I decided to go to the park instead of going home because it's such a beautiful day. But yeah, I wasn't prepared for those type of questions. And like I said, it's nothing wrong with it. It's just, I'm just prepared. I just coach myself every single time I'm about to go to an interview. And maybe that's a bad thing. They say be yourself, stuff like that. But you do have employers where they strict, just talk about business and that's it. That's how my brain is kind of wired. So, just ask me questions about my personal life a little bit. It just kind of freaks me out. I don't really like doing that. So, I mean, it is what it is. I now know, hey, you just be prepared for, going to an interview where somebody, they really like to talk and stuff like that, and it's okay. Don't freak out. At the end of the day, I'm gaining more experience, and I can be prepared for the next time it happens again. Be better prepared. So yeah, But yeah, talking about my mental illness, I've come a long way from where I used to be. I am somebody who has been hospitalized a few times, and it wasn't because I wanted to kill myself or anything like that. 2 times I was sent because my mom asked for me to go. And the other time I asked for help. The other time, I said a few times. Yeah, it's been a couple times. But they were all great experiences, really. I just, yeah, it's gotten to the point. Well, before I say this, talking about me, and see, my brain is just everywhere. I have a lot of thoughts going on, and also I'm looking to see if my boyfriend is around because he's supposed to be meeting me here. But back in 2012, when I was diagnosed with anxiety, I initially went to the doctors because I was trying to figure out why my father and I never seemed to get along, stuff like that. I thought maybe it was something wrong with me. Mind you that I've never ever, growing up, I've never had any mental issues. I was sociable. I was still shy, but I didn't have the problems that I'm going through now. And I can say honestly, 2012, I didn't start having the problems until I started taking the medication. So yeah, I did that, and taking the medication and indulging in drugs also, that combination, this toxic combination, and I started hallucinating and got to the point to where I thought celebrity was my father and all these crazy things. And I've dealt with identity issues for a few years now, and I haven't taken medication in a while. It's been a few years, and I've done a lot better without it. And I don't advise you to do the same thing. Of course, consult with your doctor before you make that decision. But with me, it just seemed like when I took medication, I craved liquor and drugs bad. And in those two combinations, I am someone who ended up on the streets prostituting. Because that was a day that I was looking for my father. My father's around. I was thinking some celebrity. I was off the walls, and yeah, I got picked up and put on the streets. Stuff like that. I've definitely been taken advantage of. During that time, during that time, I lived in a nasty house. I had roaches everywhere, maggots in the kitchen. Still had the nerve to offer people food with that stuff in there. Like, was taking showers in dirty water because I refused to let people come and repair broken things in my home. Just nasty. I was sick, but I'm grateful that I'm here. I'm grateful to be able to actually tell my testimony when it comes to that, because I mean, it's hard, but it can get better. You just got to keep pushing through and just have faith and actually want to change. That's the thing. You have to want to change. And in my changing, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut some people off. Speaking of identity issues, still with my father, I don't understand why he treated me the way he did, and I feel as if something happened. Something happened when I was younger. I've been told that. They won't go into specifics. And I stress, okay, well, how about just help me get my birth records? I was born on a military base. I think I need his social in order to do that. That's what I've been told. They don't want to give me anything that says, okay, you guys are my parents. At the same day, still tell me I'm very smart and, do what you need to do to figure things out and all this other crap. I just refuse to go to the doctors or take medication Um, if my parents aren't willing to help me uh, find my birth records or get a hold of my birth records so I can know that both of them are my parents. Or I still struggle with the thoughts of one of my parents might not be my parent. Yes, I do. And that's, that's something I'm going through now. And if I'm wrong, the thought of this whole celebrity thing, I mean, for a minute, I was thinking that one of them wasn't my parent. Like how do you say, it's not a family adoption, something, but adopted within the family. And I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'm really, really sick. I'm sick. I'm extremely ill if I am truly wrong. But at the same time, they won't help me get my records. Nothing that's going to say, like, I asked my mom, hey, Mom, like, can you show me my birth certificate that you have, like the actual true copy? She won't show me, and she just gave me a little white piece of paper, and whatever. I'm just scared that it might have been a closed adoption. Again, I could be completely wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm extremely sick. And I'm ranting off about something that has, I mean, it has I could be wrong. And then again, I could be right. At the end of the day, my father still refused to talk to me. I apologize, saying I'm sorry if I've been a disappointment or embarrassment these past few years with everything that's gone on. And they always tell me, "Oh, you're fine. There's nothing wrong. You're fine. You're okay. It's not you. It's your dad." Well, then what did he do? He's apologized to me so many times for what he's done in the past. He was gonna buy me a car when he found out I was pregnant. And I asked, well, why would you do this? He says, it's because I have to make up for what I did in the past. Like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? What happened? And they won't tell me whatever it is, but yeah. I'm just thinking it's time. I've come a long way, and the whole daddy issues are still eating at me. And unfortunately, I feel like I'm just going to have to break myself away from that toxic relationship too. But yeah, anyways, it's hot. I'm about to move, but I just wanted to talk about that. I don't think I really talked too much about mental illness and stuff like that, but I mean, social anxiety thing, that stuff is real. Panic attacks, all that stuff, that's a real thing, and it's been eating me away for a very, 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 very long time. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm grateful to be alive. I've been through a lot of situations to where I didn't even think that I could even make it to 30, but I'm here, and I still have a lot of work to do with myself. And I just pray that I find the right counselor, something or another. I do need to go to therapy. I pray to God that one of these jobs sticks so I can get this money so I can move around. Because it's hard being in the same city, let alone loving the same park that your father frequents on a daily basis, and thought of running into him and him not accepting me for me is hard. So this city is too small for him and I to both be in it. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, really.